The run from the shotgun. Running with power. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He looks that one in nicely.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
After that last completion, it's second down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get into my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Second down after that incompletion. The aerial assault continues. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Fresno State! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And no surprise, this offense has their... Peddle trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
It's complete. running to green. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Rice. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ball State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to pass, it's Woods. Extending the play. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense, and that pass intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, They just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Woods. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. To get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Gain of 2. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Still running at the 40. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. Lets it fly. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. On the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's John. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cardinals! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Going up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looking down the left side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldog.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Fresno State 17, Ball State 14.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go right back to him. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's John. Going to take a shot at this DB. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Fresno State 17.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. That's caught. It's Vincent. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Woods. Throwing right. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation, just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And that's a live ball behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Rice.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll immediately call timeout. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Timeout, Ball State.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's John. Gets it to the back.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Oh, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unleashes one. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Trying to get to him. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's looking on the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fresno State, 17.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
The give to the back. Hard running there. Tackle was made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
This one's complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. To the ground with the back. Open space at the 25. He's loose. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellow.
And the kick is no good, but there is a flag down, and it looks like roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Central Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
Reels it in down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On the run, still looking. He fires it out to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there, you're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking for a man. It's John. Finds his tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
12-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ball State 28, Fresno State 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's John. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Ripping through the defense. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Fresno State 24.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Ball take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Woods. Getting some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Ball State offense will take
State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Feeling some heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. The quarterback scrambled around with the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. This is a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get...
And he breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Back to throw, it's Woods. Now adjusting. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up 14 over Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's John. Pocket starts to collapse. He makes the connection. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Snap in the shotgun. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Fresno State, 31.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum.
Going up top. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding.
Picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The running back carry call. He's tackled at the 27. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Folks, welcome to the Heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, and the home of the Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium, where Lee Corso used to patrol the sidelines, is awake and ready for this game today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Hoosiers will kick this away to start us off.